Hey there, thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Spiritual Scientist. I'm Victor. Thanks for checking me out. Doing some night driving today. I'm driving home from work and just felt like making a video. You're not going to really see me too much, maybe a little shadow, but hey, that's what happens when you do some shadow work, pun intended. Anyway, going to work on some shadow work for you guys. Shadow work means when you're working on yourself. So I'm hoping that you'll take the words I'm saying in this video and use them for yourself, for your enlightenment, and to help you in your life. So in my last video, I talked about how I felt like didn't feel like it, that my backstory changed a little bit, and now, instead of one thing, it's another. So the reason I mention it is because it was a Mandela effect with someone else I saw on a forum that posted a very similar thing. Now, of course, I get attacked whenever I post a video. And somebody even called me a narcissist, which is, I can't imagine me being anywhere near a narcissist at all because of all the... honestly, because of all the work I do on myself all the time. So, I don't know, just people feel like they're attacking me, and that's what this video is going to be about a little bit, and I thought it'd be helpful to you. So when, when Jesus was on the earth, right, he was attacked all the time as well, and they actually went to stone him to death a few times, and people weren't friendly with him a lot, and they actually were angry with him a lot. He pissed off a lot of people, and eventually was murdered. Okay, so let's get that story straight. So if people are angry with me all the time, basically for telling the truth, then in their lives, and then they can reflect on their own selves and get upset, that's nothing to blame me about. So if you have an issue with this, that's your own issue, not my issue. And a lot of people do have issues with people who are trying to better themselves because they get upset because they don't see those things reflecting. Maybe it's reflecting in their on themselves and within themselves, and they get upset. So I used to work in a mental hospital, and what I did was I did therapy all day, every day, 8 hours a day, sometimes 10 or 12 hours a day, every day for years and years. Okay, so when I did that, I would make myself to make sure I was always a blank slate. So you mentally, you do that through meditation and everything, and have zero ego. And then what people say reflects what their mental state is, so I can help evaluate them and help heal them. So the idea behind all that is, getting rid of the self is to, hold presence and be there as a light for other people, so then they can reflect back on their own selves and understand where they need the healing. So that's what it's all about. I don't really take, people can call me names. They called me narcissist. I can't remember really ever being called a narcissist before in my entire life, but it's just kind of funny. And I was mentioning how people seem to get, angry and upset. A lot of times I feel like people get angry, upset, especially that people are pretty evil. They have things going on with them themselves. They react and they, get upset a lot. Even from just being near me, sometimes I could feel them getting upset. And I realize they have a lot of things going on. And then all of a sudden, it reacts. So I was thinking before my last video, it worried me a little bit, because when you see your, like I said, your backstory changed a little bit, things like that, it worries me. But you know what? It's better not to have attachments, even to your certain past issues like that, so it's a lesson, and I would put that down to learning and growth, having my quote unquote backstory changed, and maybe it's changed for other people, but I think it seems like your present moment can affect your past and future. So if I'm not at the right place anymore, the reason is, well, maybe I didn't get the opportunities in the past to get to this point, but it seems like those things changed a little bit for me. Anyway, I just wanted to set the story straight a little bit, because people focused in on that a lot, and they seem to be in the comments, they're talking about I get attacked all the time. I mean, you get used to it after a while, and like I said, Jesus was attacked all the time, and he is a role model for me, and should be a role model for you as well. So when people feel like they want to attack me, I understand that there's some issues within themselves that they need to work on. There's really nothing about me that warrants anyone coming against me, as far as I know. So anyway, and people shouldn't attack other people anyway, but being as it may, what I'm saying is that it's just amazing that when Jesus was on the earth, he was called out. The Pharisees called him out all the time and questioned him, and then questioned his doctrine and what he was doing all the time, and everybody questioned him. He obviously didn't get a lot of respect from them, and eventually he was betrayed, and he was almost stoned to death many times, the Bible says, and eventually he was murdered. So I mean, come on, so that's just the way, what happened. And, he went to the cross, and everybody knows the story. But, the reason I'm telling this story too is for learning. So when people aren't, nice to you, and people are angry towards you, just remember, Jesus was the Son of God and was attacked, all the time, and eventually was murdered. And it, really, did he do anything wrong? No. So it's just the way of the world, and a lot of people are just out there acting on their own, what Eckhart Tolle says, they're pain bodies. So a lot of people have those pain bodies that they're just haven't done the self work, that shadow work, and so they're attacking each other. So attacking outside instead of working on their inner demons and inner issues. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. We're doing some what we call night bowling in this video. All right. Hope you're having a great day. Peace and love. Talk to you guys later. Anything you want to say in the comments. Have a great day and night. Bye-bye.